Hello dears, welcome back to our new video, and today we're going to discuss the important topic, that is our glycolysis. So glycolysis, we know that is energy producing process that is occur in our cytoplasm. But before going to that, glycolysis, we know that it is our like it's hard to remember this process because like we studied about the glycolysis, we studied about the Krebs cycle, we studied about the Krebs electron transport chain. So all these process they will going to be like harder to remember. Okay, so what you need to do now, just go with me step by step. If you know something about the glycolysis, then try to revise. So let's start. So glycolysis is what? It is our energy producing process. And remember guys, it can occur in the aerobic as well as anaerobic condition. Then remember that where location. So location, remember that it occurs in the cytoplasm of our cell. Okay, what happen in this? The glucose will be glucose break down into into pyruvate, or we can say pyruvic acid, but we can say pyruvic acid. Okay, so this process it includes 10 steps that we're gonna study. Okay, so let's start from the first process. So before going to the glycolysis, we need the glucose. So where this glucose will come from? This glucose will come from the glucose transporter. So what happened? The glucose transporter, they carries the glucose into cell, right? That is our glut. Glut 1, glut 2, glut 3, glut 5. So all these transporter they will carry glucose into the cell. And when this glucose will come into the cell, in the cell where this process will occur, it will occur in the cytoplasm. So in the cytoplasm, the glucose will come, and when this glucose will come, one enzyme is there that will act on the glucose, that is known as what we call it, hexokinase. If any hexokinase, what it hexo means 6 carbon, so it convert or it phosphorylate glucose or any other 6 carbon into the glucose 6 phosphate or hexose 6 phosphate. But one more enzyme is here, that is glucokinase. Which enzyme? That is glucokinase. So this is the step 1 where the glucose will be phosphorylated. So when the phosphorylation will occur, so it requires what? ATP. What does it requires? It requires the ATP. And this ATP will convert into the ADP, and this phosphate will come here. And what it will make? It will make glucose 6 phosphate. This phosphate will attach at the sixth position, and what they will make? They will make the glucose 6 phosphate. They both have the 6 carbon, so which enzyme will be used? Hexokinase, glucokinase. Hexokinase and glucokinase. Glucokinase is specific for the glucose. Hexokinase, we can use any 6 carbon atom or any 6 carbon molecule. Okay, then glucose 6 phosphate, in the second step, this glucose 6 phosphate will convert into fructose 6 phosphate. It will convert into the fructose 6 phosphate. Now glucose is also 6 carbon, fructose is also 6 carbon. So due to that, enzyme will use here, that is isomerase. Which enzyme? Isomerase. Okay, glucofructose isomerase. So this enzyme will convert glucose into the fructose. Because why they will convert the glucose into the fructose? Because glucose cannot diffuse easily. That's why the glucose need to convert into the fructose. So this is our second step. This is just a isomerization. So no energy will be required here. Then next step. So here what happened? Fructose 6 phosphate again phosphorylate. So again phosphorylate means there will be one more phosphate will be added here. That is fructose 1 6 biphosphate. Okay, and there is a phosphorylation. So again, what needed here? That is our energy will be required. So energy will be required. That is our ATP will be converted into the ATP. Again, will convert into the ADP. Okay, again remember guys, whenever you will add the phosphate and whenever you will remove the phosphate, one enzyme will be there, that is kinase. Which enzyme? Kinase. So again remember which enzyme will be here, that is phosphofructokinase. Which enzyme will be here? That is phosphofructokinase and 1. So that is PFK1, phosphofructokinase 1. So whenever you will remove the phosphate or when you will add the phosphate, so which enzyme will be used? That is kinase. So you can see here the glucokinase. You are adding the one phosphate, so kinase. Okay. Here again you are adding one phosphate, so kinase. Okay, till here. This is the simple. Now it will become more complicated. So fructose 1,6 phosphate. Now what happen? It will, with the help of aldolase, with the help of aldolase, this will convert into the, it will convert into the two molecules, that is G3P, glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate, as well as DHAP. What is that? DHAP. Okay, dihydroxyacetone phosphate. You can write it dihydroxyacetone phosphate. And what is that? Glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. So this DHAP and G3P, they have 3 carbon and they also have the 3 carbon. Now this DHAP with the help of isomerase, because they are same molecular compound, so that this DHAP will be converted into the G3P with the help of enzyme that is known as isomerase, with the, again with the help of isomerase. So once this DHAP will be converted into the G3P, so it will become 2 multiply G3P. It will become 2 multiply 3 G3P. So below the G3P, all molecules will be multiplied by the 2. Means 2 molecules will be formed below G3P. Okay. So let's go to the next. G3P, glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate, glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. Now with the help of G3P, one enzyme will be used here that we called G3P dehydrogenase. Which enzyme? G3P dehydrogenase. Now whenever you will see dehydrogenase, means dehydro means removal of hydrogen. So there will be the removal of hydrogen. So we can say that N, there will be NAD positive plus H positive, that will convert into the NADH. And again this G3P is 2, so it will become multiply 2. So this NADS, sorry, that will enter the, it will enter into the electron transport chain. So it will enter into the electron transport chain. Now this G3P and one hydrogen will be added here, so it will become 1 3 diphosphoglycerate. 1 3 diphosphoglycerate, or we can say it 1 3 biphosphoglycerate. So in short form we can write it 1 3 BPG. Okay, now this 1 3 BPG will convert into 3, it will convert into the 3 phospho glycerate. It will convert into the 3-phosphoglycerate. Again, which enzyme will be here? Yes, that will be again the kinase. Because one phosphate is removing here. So that is again diphosphoglycerate kinase. Or you can write glycerate kinase. Phosphoglycerate kinase. So again the kinase is using. Why? Because one phosphate is removing. So one phosphate is removing, it means where this will phosphate will go, it will help to make the ATP. In the starting we are using ATP and now we are obtaining the ATP from this process, and here 2 ATP will be formed because below the G3P 2 molecules will be there. Then 3-phosphoglycerate. So again, which enzyme will be used here? Which enzyme will be used here? That is mutase. Okay, so once you will see the mutage. So mutage means there will be, what does this enzyme do? They change the position. What they do? They change the position. So when you see there is mutage, okay, mutage, so it means they will convert into the position. So 3-phosphoglycerate will convert into the 2-phosphoglycerate. Okay, now the position will be position change, so just mutage is required to change the position. Now this 2-phosphoglycerate, one enzyme will act on this, that is our enolase. Which enzyme? Enolase. काम करे सिर्फ 5 सेकंड में. So enolase, okay, so enolase 2-phosphoglycerate, so it will convert into the, that is phosphoenol pyruvate. Phosphoenol pyruvate, or we can write it PEP. We can write it PEP, and here water will be removed. So all these process that we are doing, there's 2 multiply, 2 multiply, 2 multiply means 2 molecule will be formed. Then this PEP, phosphoenol pyruvate, one enzyme will be used here, that is again, okay, I'm not telling the enzyme now, you think about the enzyme. If I am convert phosphoenol pyruvate, I'm converting into the pyruvate. I'm converting into the pyruvate. So I hope now you can tell which enzyme will be used here. That is again kinase, because one phosphate will be removing here. So that is again pyruvate kinase. I know you are a good student, so it will become the pyruvate. So this process is completed. Which process? Glycolysis. What we need to make? Pyruvate from the glucose breakdown. But here, which required, that is this phosphate again will go into, it will make ATP, and A from the ADP. Again, there will be the 2 ATP form. So tell me how many ATP formed here? 2 formed here, 2 ATP formed here, and 1 ATP used here. 1 ATP and 2 ATP used here. So 4 ATP formed and 2 ATP, 4 ATP used. No, sorry, 4 ATP formed and minus 2 ATP used. So how many ATP we get from the glycolysis? So answer is 2 ATP. That is 2 ATP. Okay. Now this pyruvate, it will, what the fate of this pyruvate? This will go into the 2 process, anaerobic without oxygen, aerobic with oxygen. So if anaerobic process will be there, it will convert to the lactic acid, and if aerobic process will be there, it will make more energy. It will make more energy with the help of Krebs cycle and electron transport chain, that we will study in next video.